let's begin. YouTube, welcome back to the channel, and today I'm gonna be talking about OnePlus and 2020. So about 4 days ago, OnePlus pretty much launched a picture or render of something that I'm gonna be showing to you guys now. Special effect. So on this render, as you can see, the words alternate design, alternative future, which pretty much means OnePlus is gonna be doing something totally different from what they did in the coming year 2020. And by all means, this is set for a date, as you can see in the corner, CES Las Vegas 2020, which is the 7th of January. So look, put that date down, as OnePlus is gonna be showing us their first ever concept phone. So what does this pretty much mean? It pretty much means that OnePlus is now finding a different route and trying to get a different niche of persons on board, as the smartphone world is pretty much kind of shuffling up again, because there's going to be a new alternate design. And according to this Chinese source, they believe that OnePlus is gonna be creating their first foldable phone. And by all means, this does make sense because there's a shift in the market now, and the foldable thing is actually pretty big at the moment. So Razer had their phone out, Samsung has already put out their first version and looking to put out a second version. Huawei is in the making. By all means, we're not worrying about Apple doing it anytime soon, because Apple is usually the last company on board to do all this stuff, and once they get on board, that means everybody else should have already been on board. So we're not worrying about them. So right now, OnePlus as a new company, it's the best time that they should start doing this. And by all means, a concept is the best way to go before they start burning up their capital. Seeing the feedbacks and what we as consumers would like to see in a foldable phone. Now, by all means, couple reasons why they would do a foldable phone. As I said, there's, as the poster even says, alternate future, alternative design. So they must have at least two lineup of phones. They did bring it in 2019 with the 7 Pro and the 7T, but really and truly, it's not really two different versions of a phone. If someone wanted something different or something unique, they should offer that. By all means, Samsung is trying to widen their whole span. Xiaomi is doing it. Huawei is a very good company that has been doing it over the years and expanding in that line. We now see Apple trying to do it as well, because everybody wants to continue growing and not become bankrupt. So OnePlus has to jump the gun and get in before a lot of these big companies and set the bar as well, because as you know, they started off as a pretty small company and they've been incrementally growing until they finally reach into flagship territory. So by all means, they still need to continue being unique and doing their whole legacy, building their legacy on being the first or one of the first to do this. Another means of doing concept is not to burn up their capital in just creating something that consumers, when it's released, consumers don't buy. So by all means, a concept is a feedback mechanism in which they can work off to say if it's gonna fail or if it's gonna succeed. By all means, sometimes concepts are very close but not really true to whatever it is. So a lot of times they might get negative effects on the concept and then it doesn't work, or they might get positive on the concept and then when the real thing comes around, it doesn't work. So by all means, there is an upside to concept and thing, but it will be interesting to see what OnePlus does. To conclude, CES Las Vegas January 7 is the date that you should have in your mind for Project One concept from OnePlus. And I will show you something right now that Pete Lau, the executive of OnePlus, is actually tweeting about this. So it's pretty legit that OnePlus will show us something that is completely different from what they do. Most likely it's a foldable phone. Let's see. However, take in my consideration it's a concept, not a real life thing. However, they need our feedback. If you read this far in the video, thank you so much. Do me a favor and like, subscribe, comment. It will help the YouTube algorithm. Thank you again for watching. Peace out and keep loving tech.